And welcome inside Delaware Live Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside Mike Lang and Nick Halliday. It's a Nick Halliday production here on a Thursday evening, and we are underway. Tyler August out on the hill today in a top 5 matchup, Mike, between our top-ranked and undefeated St. Mark's baseball program and number 4 Delaware Military Academy, 11-1 on the season. That one loss came to Tower Hill just a little while ago, and we are fresh in to the top of the first inning. Tyler Mosher set to lead things off for St. Mark's.
Yeah, I got to get myself all set up here, Nick. As we are, again, multiple jobs for each of us. What's the count there?
You know, I don't have to use the pitch counter today. We have it right next to us, which is good 1-1 to Mosher.
I'm trying to keep track of it on the screen here, but I'm trying to take pictures, do color, and produce at the same time. So some things are going to suffer. But Tyler August on the hill, and he's facing Tyler Mosher here, and it's swinging this by Mosher.
Yeah. So 1-2 the count to Tyler Mosher. We gave you a little preview about these two teams. DMA was undefeated until that 2-run 5th inning in the game against Tower Hill that the Hillers stole from the Seahawks. Their lone loss on the season. St. Mark's 11-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mosher. Got a piece of it. He'll stay alive. So DMA led by Aaron Lewis. St. Mark's, of course, Coach Matthew Smith. Smitty, for years and years, back in 2021, Max Preps named him the greatest Delaware baseball coach of all time.
How about that?
And still going strong here at St. Mark's High School. So a battle of state championship coaches here. The 1-2 pitch to Mosher is low and inside. That'll even things up at 2-2.
Nick, I'm just getting the layout here of this computer, just so everybody. Yeah, no, I was looking for the scoreboard tool. I found it. And we're good. I'll get caught up on everything here in a second.
The 2-2 to Mosher misses inside, and we'll have our first full count on our first batter.
Yeah, I think I'll just hang on and wait for the count for the next batter. I was a little late, Nick.
So 3-2 to Tyler Mosher. And the curveball, I think, low and inside. So ball 4 and the leadoff man aboard for St. Mark's here in the top of the first inning.
We're going batter by batter here on St. Mark's. Nick, give me a number. I'll give you the player. Is this Garrett Quinn?
Looks like Garrett Quinn.
Number 5, Garrett Quinn.
Looks like Buffone on deck.
Yep, that is James Buffone batting third. We'll get you the lineup as we go along. We did not get it ahead of time. We're about 350 feet away from the dugout, so.
So leadoff man aboard for the Spartans here in the top of the first inning. And nobody down. That'll bring up Garrett Quinn.
Quinn on our top plays this week for the second straight week. You can catch those on YouTube, by the way, Nick. The line drive to end that Conrad game. And those plays are posted on YouTube.
So 0-1 on the first pitch to Garrett Quinn. As August fires over to first and Mosher dives back in safely. Get you the field. The defense for DMA, Tyler Leach out in left field, Peyton Brannick out in center, Logan Wiley out in right field. We mentioned August on the mound as that one is low. Drew Simpson at third base. Sam Diaz-Martinez at shortstop. Jackson Dorsey at second. Sean Bogan at first. Once again, quick pickoff move from August to first, but Mosher back in.
What do you think is quicker today, this game or the Phillies? Phillies wrapped up in 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Was that a 1-0 final, correct?
It was. Right? A complete game for the Mariners pitcher. Look at that.
This one slashed foul over the DMA.
It's a good thing we're out here, Nick, because that's where we normally set up.
I'd say they had cones for us. They had cones for us over there. That's right. I was near our designated area.
We would need much more than cones to dodge that foul ball.
So 1-2 now, the count to Garrett Quinn. August was up 1-2 to Tyler Mosher. Mosher ended up drawing a walk, and now we'll have a time. So James Buffone awaiting on deck for St. Mark's. Again, nobody out here in the top of the first. Here's the 1-2. And Quinn will stay alive.
Of course, 2 years ago, these teams played here. I think it was an extra inning win by DMA last year. Tyler August pitched at St. Mark's, his first game, I believe, back from an injury, and they couldn't touch him, but he ran out of pitches on the pitch count, and St. Mark's came back and won against the bullpen. Another foul ball. That might have been off Garrett.
Might have got a piece of him that time, so he'll shake it off. Count will remain 1-2.
Good position here by Peyton Brannick, right in front of you.
That's right. Keeps taking a few steps left. I think he's got a feeling where this ball's going to go.
I think that's Tyler Leach. Not Tyler Leach. Who's 16?
16 is Jack
Dorsey. Yeah, Jack Dorsey's in my way.
So Nate Golden out at first base today. Excuse me for DMA.
Okay, I thought that was Bogan, but incorrect.
So 1-2 the count to Quinn. And got him looking a good pitch from August. And K number 1 for Tyler August here today. And
yeah, it looked like
one
outside
down.
corner. Kind of froze Garrett Quinn on that one. And this is James Buffone, another lefty on deck. I believe that might be Zach Frame. But we'll find out after this.
So here's the lefty, James Buffone. And that game against Sally's, I think he had the game-winning RBI. Was a top 10 play a few weeks ago. So here he is with Mosher on first and one down at the top of the first. And a good first pitch from August hits the outside corner for strike one.
St. Mark's comes into the game with a record of 11-0. I've seen 3 or 4 of them, and they've got a good schedule. They've beaten some really good teams this year. DMA, I believe, the one loss, right? 10-1.
Tower Hill, 11-1. Yep, the one loss to Tower Hill.
Yeah.
And they come in as after a little while, Mosher dives back in again. Tyler keeping him close to home over there, but
had a chance to see the Seahawks at Wilson Field. Nick and I were out there for the game, and Jason for the game against Middletown. They came back and won on a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom of the 7th after Middletown tied the game in the top of the 7th. Counts 1-1. You have to pardon me on the count sometimes.
Oh, it will be good. Yeah, again, we'll give it to everybody at home. Got the scoreboard right behind us, so we're good there. It's 1-1 now. To the 3-hitter for the Spartans, James Buffone.
Multimedia types here.
Swings through that, 1-2 now. So August starting off each of the first 3 batters ahead in the count, 1-2. Mosher able to battle back and get a walk. Quinn down on strikes.
I wonder if there's any guns behind home plate today.
Might be a few. Back to first he goes, and you're looking a little bit of a smaller dugouts maybe than these two teams are used to.
Yeah.
We used to play back here in my Newark National Little League days.
I mean, DMA's in the field, and look at their dugouts, pretty crowded.
So 1-2 still the count to James Buffone.
So add 8 guys to that bullpen there, Nick.
2-2, that one misses outside.
It'll be like the September call-ups used to be in baseball.
Nice crowd here at Gallagher Field on a Thursday. Some state champions in the house. Wrestling coaches L.A. Collier and Jesse Woolahan as Buffone fouls that one off the Spartan dugout. And Tyler, as we know, a 2-sport athlete, a member of that DMA Division II Wrestling State Champions, team champions, and individual state champion last year. So he got his coaches out here supporting him on the baseball field today.
Absolutely. Tyler August, good dude too, man. He's a super nice kid, and a bright future ahead for him.
First wrestling state championship in school history. How about that, Mike? Tyler able to be a member as Buffone goes down looking.
I was in the house at Smyrna when they won the team championship.
Again, so Tyler, a member of the first wrestling state championship team at DMA. He's a member of the first baseball state championship team at DMA. He was a member of the first boys state championship team in general, which was the baseball team.
He was not the first state champion there, of course, a back-to-back volleyball state championship that he was not a member of.
So here's Zach Frame now, and he's going to swing through the first pitch for strike one. So 2 outs now here in the top of the first inning.
The other state championship in DMA history, girls soccer, I forget which year, but I think an overtime win over Tower Hill, if I'm not mistaken. I should remember I was there, Nick, but sometimes these years just kind of run together.
That is true. After a while, I've learned that myself now. I haven't been back here for years now. One misses outside, 1-1. So here is Zach Frame. Frame batting in the cleanup spot today for St. Mark's.
And thank the Spartans for coming on the show last night. Showed up in force. DMA there last week, so we've had both of these teams on. Ah, he got him.
And that time he got him, and August is persistent throwing over to first, and it works out for him there. Mosher gunned on the pickoff, and that'll be it. So Frame will lead things off for St. Mark's in the second, but we're heading to the bottom half of inning number 1. We'll stay right here between DMA and St. Mark's. So August able to get out of that one. 2 strikeout inning for him. And now they'll head to the plate here in the bottom half of the first.
Oh. Let me double check.
And we're back here on Delaware Live Sports to
We're
the
all
bottom of the first.
Set with that Spartans lineup now.
Get you the defensive assignments here for the Spartans. Jameson Summerall out in left field. Tyler Mosher out in center. Zach Frame out in right field. Behind the plate will be King. Marks is on the mound today for the Spartans, and Gilardi at third. Garrett Quinn at second. James Buffone at first. And Smith.
Not James Buffone's at second.
At second, excuse me, and then Smith.
Now, is that 15 at first? I can't. I'm looking for the. That looks like Ryan Smith. Let's just take a quick peek. He'll be turned around in a second. I'll be able to catch that number. That's 18 at first. John Klepacki is at first base.
Klepacki.
That's
so
my
apologies
fault.
there.
Yeah, that was my fault. I told Nick it was Ryan Smith. It's not Matt Smith. Ryan Smith. It'd be a miracle if Matt Smith was at first base.
So it's going to be Diaz Martinez set to lead things off.
It's been a while since Matt Smith was patrolling the field for the Vikings. That was a strike call. Okay.
That one misses. Bounce to the backstop. So 1-1 to Sam Diaz Martinez.
Good job by August on top of the first couple of strikeouts and then that pickoff to end of the inning. And no damage done. Minimum number of batters, but not the 1, 2, 3 inning.
That one misses. So behind the plate today for St. Mark's will be Sean Satterfield.
It's not Caleb King?
Not Caleb King today.
Well, how about that?
You learn something new every day, right?
I sure do.
So here's the pitch from Marks. That one misses inside. So just like that, 3-1 to lead things off to Sam Diaz Martinez. Tyler August awaiting on deck. That one's in there for a strike.
Sean Satterfield, by the way, the son of volleyball coach Nancy Griskowitz.
How about this? St. Mark's Spartan.
Absolutely.
Many championships there as Diaz sends this one to third. Gilardi coming over. He'll make the play for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
Great job by Todd Gilardi. Ball not hit hard, able to come in on it and to his left and cut off the ball in front of Quinn and get the runner there for DMA for out number 1. I thought when it was hit, maybe even too slow to make a play on it.
Umpires are going to get together here Diaz Martinez
they're
is heading
saying
back
that
to the batter's box.
Klepacki did not come off
Oh,
the
nope.
bag. Let's see. That
And it
looks-
will stick as an out.
Okay, thanks. We're not getting an explanation. No.
So here's Tyler August.
Look out, Nick. He's lefty, and he's aiming right at us.
First pitch from Marks. Just a tad bit outside.
I got the laptop. We're good. Nick's over there. Nick's got the camera protected.
Not a bad evening for baseball here today.
Not quite as warm as it was last week,
No.
but that's all right. It's dry, and we're not sure what the weekend's going to bring.
That one outside as well. So 2-0 to get the at-bat started for Tyler August.
Tyler's got an interesting month coming up in June with the big league draft, and he's got
That's right.
options. Options. Nice to have options.
Yeah, has committed to Delaware as of right now, and he'll send this one on a line to deep center. Mosher is back, though, and he'll make the catch in the warning track. So another 10 feet maybe, and that one could have been over the fence.
Yeah, what a poke by August, opposite field. Just
and again,
slightly.
deepest part of the field here, 355 to straightaway center.
Yeah, I guess from our angle, it looks like opposite field. It looks like you're right, dead center for Tyler August.
That's
What a
right.
ride
It's
he
funny. It
gave
does look that way from where we're
yeah,
standing.
from where
but-
we're standing, it looks like opposite field.
So here's Drew Simpson now with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Mark's looking for a 1-2-3 inning as that ball skimps in for ball 1.
And Nick, I got a good picture of the catch and you holding the lineup cards. But I'm hoping that the focus is on Mosher because it's a good picture.
I think it will be.
Well, you never know with the autofocus where that's going to go.
The 1-0 is drilled. It's going to be in the gap here. Going to try. Thought about stretching for 2. A nice play out here in center.
You
Or
can tell
excuse me, in right.
Zach Frame is a pitcher. He saw that throw from right center field for the first hit of the game.
So the Westchester commit with a single and the first hit of the day here between these two teams. And that'll bring up Tyler Leach now with 2 outs.
That's right in front of us. He
Mark's
got him.
now going to
Ball.
go to first, and we're going to have a balk. So as you mentioned there, Mike, that's going to put Simpson in scoring position now at second with 2 outs.
I saw the umpire pointing. I thought maybe he was going to call him out, but got the ball call.
So
DMA
now we're
with,
going to have a discussion here. Is Smitty going to head out? Quick word with the umpires. You can see the frustration.
Matt does not agree with that call. A couple of lefties here for St. Mark's. A lot of left-handed batters for DMA. In St. Mark's bullpen looking like Frame and Klepacki, so a couple of lefties there. Garrett Quinn does a little bit of closing for them. Yeah, they have some arms. Ghilardi has pitched. And also Ryan Smith, I believe, has thrown some innings this year. Another lefty.
So this will be the first pitch at the at-bat for Tyler Leach. And it's in there for a strike. Peyton Brannick awaiting on deck for DMA. Marks fires over to second.
Like you mentioned, good turnout. People lined up around the fence.
Good spot for us too here in the outfield.
I prefer this a little bit to that right field, to the first base line. A little better angle to view.
That one misses low. 1-1 to Leach. Again, these two teams both in the top 5. DMA coming in at 11-1 and ranked 4th in the Delaware Live Sports baseball rankings. St. Mark's undefeated, your top-ranked team in the state.
Yeah, how about that one loss in there, the 4th-ranked team? That's a lot of good baseball teams.
There
this
are
year.
a lot of one-loss teams as well. That throw.
I mean, you had 2 teams ahead of DMA, both have one loss, Cape and Sussex Tech. And their only loss, DMA's only lost to Tower Hill, a team with 2 losses, and I believe Tower's on a 5-game win streak, 6-game win streak.
Yeah, impressive win.
They beat Sanford the other day. Sanford's undefeated. They have Archmere on Saturday afternoon, weather permitting, and then St. E's on Tuesday for Coach Andrew Ellis and the Hillers. Making a bid to get on 302.
1-1 to Tyler Leach. That one misses low, so 2-1.
Nick, glad we could be out here today to do this one. Glad I could get out of work early. Cover some high
Glad the
school
weather
ball.
held off a little bit. The 3-1 to Leach.
Off speed. Apparently it was not 3-1.
No, they fooled us on the scoreboard. 3-1 maybe now, Mike.
Well, that's what the scoreboard said. Is that what it said before?
That's what it said before.
I was way behind, so I was not wrong. Actually, I was wrong. I was just blissfully unaware.
So Simpson in scoring position at second, 2 outs, and here is the 3-1 pitch. It's going to be hit up in the air to right field. Fromm is there. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. So DMA strands 1 in scoring position. We're going to the second, 0-0 between DMA and St. Mark's, a battle of top 5 teams.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader. Because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Pictures back whenever you're ready.
To the top of the second here at Gallagher Field. A home game for DMA. St. Mark's on the road. 0-0 as we start things here in top of inning number 2. Tyler August, the talented righty, on the hill today for the Seahawks. So Zach Fromm set to lead things off here in this inning after Mosher was picked off at first during his at-bat back in the bottom half of the first inning.
Yeah, Zach does a lot of things for St. Mark's. Him and Klepacki really been their main starting pitchers this year, but you can't pitch every day. But they have not played since was it Saturday? They played. I think they played Saturday. I'm trying to remember where I saw them at Conrad Sunday. They played Sunday at Conrad, so I thought they had it all lined up for Klepacki to go today, but they opted to go. Obviously, these coaches know their team a lot better than we do. And Brad Marks has been excellent this year, so I'm no double guessing or no second guessing Smitty and his staff in there. Obviously doing a good job. And by the way, Brian Radisevich on the show last night with Glenn, he said, just call me Rad.
Rad, one of the best. I love our chance to get to sit next to him during in the press box at those football games.
He's a treat.
2-2, the count to Zach Frame. And got him looking as Tyler August with another strikeout, K number 3.
Inside corner, and Frame just couldn't get around on that one. Another lefty coming up here for St. Mark's. That is, can you see the number? I think I can get it for you. That might be Klepacki.
So that's going to bring up Todd Gilardi.
Or Gilardi.
A lot of lefties in the lineup for St. Mark's.
That's not tall enough to beat John Klepacki.
So I believe all 3 strikeouts for Tyler backwards K's here to start this thing. Got them all looking.
That actually is Jamison Summerall who's batting.
Is it really?
Yes.
How about that? So it is a 3.
So our angle at the batter's box is not the best.
Now one hits the corner.
I don't say Marshall's put. They put one ball in play so far, right? The ground ball. Last inning.
Summerhill out in left field today. Got a piece of this one fouled off the cage.
Right to Tyler August.
So if the scoreboard is accurate, it's 2-2 to Jamison Summerhill.
August usually in the low to mid 90s with his fastball. That looked like a little off-speed pitch.
This one bloops. Could be trouble. Shallow right field. Diaz Martinez going out. Can't get to it, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So it's going to be a single for Summerhill.
They'll take that hit. One out runner at first base. Let's see if they just try to advance him. I think with one out, they probably will not bunt. That is... I can't see his number from here. Let's see if he turns around, Nick.
It looks like
Caleb
King.
That
but
is
if he's not catching,
he's
he's
DHing
DHing today.
That's Caleb King.
So that's Caleb King, not behind the plate. Will be DHing today for St. Mark's. And here he is with one out and a runner on.
Saw Caleb poke a home run at St. Mark's this year. He's got some power.
Batting in the 6th spot today for the Spartans. So always fun when these two baseball teams get together.
Oh yeah, it's quite a rivalry they've got going there. John Klepacki on deck for the Spartans.
So 0-1 here to Caleb King. Is this one hard? Foul. So 0-2 to King. Summerhill at first after the base hit. Frame led off the inning. And he'll swing through strike 3. So a 4-pitch strikeout for Tyler August. Strikeout number 4. And that'll bring up Klepacki.
They're piling up early. 5 outs, 4 by strikeout.
So that's good for out number 2 here in the top of the 2nd. And we mentioned it. Here's Klepacki playing first base today. That one skips in, and Summerhill going to head for second, and he dives in safely to throw off the mark. And now he moves into scoring position for the Spartans with 2 outs.
They've just been unable to put balls in play so far against Tyler August. I mean, which is, that just speaks about the pitching ability of Tyler.
That one a bit outside.
Our cameraman
That was a close
has a
one.
great angle on that and said that just missed.
He'll swing through that one. 2-1 to John Klepacki, the senior. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-2.
Yeah, when a guy throws in the 90s and he comes back at you with that, that's not fair.
You hear Nick Halliday sitting at 82 with that slider. Get up to 95 with that fastball. That could be tough to hit. 2-2 now to John Klepacki. The pitch. Got him swinging. Another couple strikeouts for August here in the 2nd. And he's up to 5 on the evening. We're heading to the bottom half of inning number 2. 0-0 between the Spartans and the Seahawks. Peyton Brannock set to lead things off for DMA here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Brad Marks back out on the mound for the Spartans. And that misses 1-0. The 1-0 to Brannock is sliced foul.
That ball might be out of here, like an errant drive down the fairway. Next thing, a lot of teams coming up into that 10, 11, 12 games played. Some teams not quite there. St. Mark's loads up at the beginning of the season, just their scheduling philosophy.
This one hit to second. Buffon charges Fields and makes the play.
Good hustle there by James Buffon. I gotta make sure I got my Buffons right. It's James on St. Mark's. Brandon is on Salesianum. And is there Eli Buffon, I believe, at Tatnall.
So that'll bring up the second baseman, Jackson Dorsey. One out here in the bottom of the 2nd. And here's pitch number 1 to Dorsey. In the dirt, 1-0.
We mentioned St. Mark's been off since Sunday, and DMA, I believe, played. Did they play Tuesday? They may have. I'll have to look at their schedule.
Gets underneath of this one. Should be heading to foul territory. Out of play.
Just over the fence down there. Take a look real quick.
1-1 to Dorsey. And again, we're almost a month away. Or excuse me, almost a month away from the state championship game, I believe set for June 3rd. Spring moves quickly. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, it was a nice one. Outside corner, an off-speed pitch. So, Nick, after this one, St. Mark's off until Tuesday when they will visit Salesianum. Then they have Delmar Cape coming to St. Mark's.
The 1-2. Good eye by Dorsey.
Actually
left that one up and away.
Had a chance to see Delmar over the weekend at Frawley Stadium against Salesianum. Sal's beat him, but it was only 3-1. So DMA's last game, they played Tuesday against MOT Charter.
This one's hit hard. That's going to get down into left field, down the line. Summerall there. Dorsey going to try to stretch for 2. He'll head back. He made the turn, but made the smart decision.
For Jack to just hold there. They played MOT Charter on Tuesday. Their last 2 games combined 37-0 wins.
That's going to bring up Logan Wiley now with a runner on and 1 down.
And they have Hodgson here on Saturday. That's
Shout out to Tommy Freeland, the head coach over at Hodgson.
So busy end of the season.
First pitch is hit hard to Buffon at second. He's going to go to Quinn, try to get the force at second, in and out of his glove. That's going to get down into left field. Dorsey able to head over to third. And now runners on the corners here for DMA. They're threatening in the bottom half of inning number 2.
Yeah, when you have a team as good as DMA, you can't make mistakes like that. And I mean, I'm sure Buffon knows the deal. I'm not telling them something they don't know. That's just the play. You got to get the at least one out there, and they had the out of second. So now they're going to keep the infield back in the middle. It looks like the third baseman Gilardi is up. So playing double play depth in the middle.
That'll bring up Sean Bogan, I believe, DHing today for DMA. One to square around. That's in and out of the glove of Sutterfield behind the plate. So 1-0 to Bogan.
Good chance for DMA here with the way we've seen the start from Tyler August. A couple runs might just be enough.
You never, with him on the mound, all you need is a few. Well, 1-0 to Bogan. That one high and inside.
Sean Bogan turned to bunt, and next thing he's looking at stitches.
So 2-0 now, as Satterfield's going to head out and have a chat with Marks on the mound. So 1 down, 2-0 the count here to Sean Bogan. Runners on the corners. We mentioned Gilardi at third, playing up in the infield. But a big at-bat here for Bogan.
The latest in the long line of Gilardi brothers at St. Mark's.
Bogan swings, fouls this one off. 2-1.
Nick, I want to tell you how old I am. Sean Bogan, Claymont guy. I've known the Bogans since before Sean was born. His brother Joey and one of my kids went to school together. Well, I think the ball got by Klepacki, but nice stop there by Klepacki. So I don't know if Joe and Marianne Bogan are here somewhere today. Who knows? They might be watching. In which case, I got to say hello. They're old friends of mine.
Nate Golden waits on deck. Here's the pitch to Bogan. Hit up the middle. Might be trouble. Quinn, I believe, was on the bag. That might be a double play.
It is.
And it is. Garrett Quinn with a huge play at shortstop.
Brad Marks out there pumping the fist, Nick. And why not? Wait.
And wait, we're going to have the DMA. They're going to say he didn't touch the bag at second base.
Oh, you're going to see Matt Smith come out for sure.
And there he is. So a late call, I believe. So again, the call here, and we give our opinions. Nick Halliday and us believe he might have touched the bag. We had him touching the bag here from our vantage point. But again, if you're on the video, head back. You probably have a decent angle of it. Check it out and see what you think for yourself.
Yeah, probably a better angle than we had.
That double play would have ended the inning, but it's going to be an RBI off the bat of Sean Bogan.
That's a fielder's choice.
And DMA with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. So what looked as it was going to be a smooth play from Garrett Quinn, able to field the ground ball up the middle, touch the base, and make the throw for the double play.
And now we have a timeout on the field.
So that's going to bring up Golden. And then top of the order waiting on deck and Diaz Martinez. So Wiley now in scoring position at second base. The throw.
It's kind of a funny looking
pickoff move.
Pickoff move. I think he turned the opposite way instead of spinning around into the throw. He spun away from the throw and then had to set his feet and throw.
So the Seahawks still threatening here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. That one high. So 1-0 to Nate Golden.
Well, if you say Marks, you just got to get the out here and then go to work on offense.
That one high. So 2-0 from Marks now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, 2-0 count to Nate Golden. DMA with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 2. A chance to add. This pitch from Marks misses high again, so that's 3-0 now to Golden. All 3 pitches just left upstairs.
I mean, this would not be the worst thing in here to walk Golden, but you'd rather just get the out.
So 3-0. And that one able to find the top of the zone.
That's a big crowd down that right field line where we normally set up.
3-1 now to Golden. Mark steps off. Here's the 3-1. That one's in there. Good pitch from Marks, and we've got a full count. 3-2 now to Nate Golden. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Jackson Dorsey still, or excuse me, Wiley still sitting there at second base. Top of the order waiting on deck. Here's the 3-2. Swings through strike 3 and a strikeout for Marks, number 2 on the evening. And DMA leaves a runner in scoring position, but not before they put one across. They take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. To the third we go between 2 top 5 teams at Gallagher Field. We'll be right back.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation. And 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Back here at Gallagher Field, top of the third inning. We're through 2 here between St. Mark's and DMA. Nick Alessandrini alongside Mike Lang and Nick Halliday. A battle of some of the best teams in the state. I believe it'll be Todd Gillardy set to start things for St. Mark's here in the top of the third. First pitch, low and away in the dirt.
Obviously, the Spartans are going to just need to get some guys on base somehow here. It's not easy, obviously, against this guy.
Fouls one back. So according to the scoreboard, 2-1.
Has there been 3 pitches?
I didn't think so. I think it's 1-1 too. Just like to test you, Mike. That's all.
I'm kind of half. No, I'm paying attention here. I got the scoreboard here, taking my pictures.
1-1 to Gillardy. Ooh, fouled that one off his back foot.
That'll leave a mark.
This one fouled off. So I believe 1-2 now the count to Gillardy.
And we will, when we get a chance, Nick, if we get any updates from elsewhere around the Diamond State, we will pass them along.
We absolutely will. Got him to chase that one in the dirt. Mazzatesta will complete the strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for August. And now one down here in the top of the third.
You're just mowing him down. And, you know, it's not all power, Nick. He's got the off-speed going. He's coming in low and not really giving him something good to look at. You know, if they key on that fastball, he throws in that slider.
So here's Satterfield batting in the 9th spot. Mosher in the top of the order awaiting on deck for the Spartans here. That's a good first pitch. Just missed, I believe, a bit outside.
Good job by Satterfield to hold off on that. They've been taking cuts at that ball. Looks so good coming in.
This one fouled. Down the third base side.
So, Nick, I hear this field is the stuff of legend for Nick Alessandrini.
Played on a bunch of these fields.
Senior league player.
Back when I was a little kid, I think I started my first game was here. Satterfield rips this one.
Shoo.
Foul.
That ball's out of here, like in the weeds.
1-2 to Satterfield.
Got to see a few Delaware High School products yesterday. My nephew was one of them. For Newman University, A.J. Nardo from Caravel plays on that team. And a couple other kids from Delaware on Newman.
This one, a slow roller to third. It's going to be a tough play for Simpson if it stays fair.
Well,
and it does.
That's a line drive in the book. Nobody's giving that hit back, you know.
Infield single for Satterfield. And now a man on with one out here for Mosher in the top of the order.
So Tyler Mosher was on base his first time up.
Walk to start the game for St. Mark's. Ended up getting picked off at first back in the first inning.
Is that now Satterfield? Is there a courtesy runner in for him?
It is. Courtesy runner is number two.
I'll have to get you the name. We didn't look that deep into the roster.
Mosher swings through the first pitch for strike one. So August is facing his 10th hitter of the ball game. He's got 6 strikeouts. Checks over to first.
Number 2 is Travis Milan.
The 0-1 to Mosher. Got him swinging again. Quickly 0-2.
Travis Milan is the courtesy runner.
So as you mentioned, Mosher walked his first time up, down quickly 0-2 here with one out in the top of the third. Milan, as Mike mentioned, the courtesy runner for Satterfield at first, dives back in safely, and Tyler likes to keep those guys close to home over there at first, and we even saw what he did back in the first inning, able to pick off Mosher.
Yeah, and he got close to getting Milan on the pickoff move here. For a right, he's got a real fast move to first base.
The 0-2. Blow it away.
I think it's a great job by Mosher to hold off. We've seen guys chasing that pitch all day long.
So 1-2 the count to the leadoff man, Tyler Mosher. That's a good pitch. Got him looking. Strikeout number 7 for August, and out number 2 here in the third.
Boy, he's just been really tough. Peyton Brandon just turned around, flashed just a big smile out here in center field. He's having a pretty slow day out here in center, but I'm sure he'll take that.
That's going to bring up Garrett Quinn. Garrett Quinn fouls the first pitch off, down and into foul territory. Nope, it'll stay in play, but foul. So Quinn struck out his first time up, and 0-1 to him to start his second at bat. So 2, 3, 4 back in the first inning. August were able to strike out all 3 of them. It starts here with Garrett Quinn, and that's the heart of the St. Mark's order.
Yeah.
Which is some of the better hitters.
Yeah, and seniors. Garrett's a senior.
Simpson tried to scoop that one, couldn't do it. It rolls off his glove. And Diaz Martinez will track it down into left field. And now 2 runners aboard here for the Spartans.
We get Garrett Quinn an infield hit on that one. That was a tough play down there at third base for Drew Simpson. Gave it everything he had, but that was a chopper and
scored a hit from our Delaware Live Sports statisticians.
That's a hit. Nick agrees.
So now first and second, Milan was held there.
It wouldn't matter if Nick didn't agree. We're the official scorers today, but.
So that's going to bring up James Buffone now with 2 outs and 2 men on for the Spartans here. The game-tying run is Milan at second.
But a lot of experience for St. Mark's in the heart of the lineup.
First pitch, swing and foul back.
That may have been their best swing all day right there, and he just missed it.
So we look at some of the hits for the Spartans in this one. They've got 2 of them, 3 of them now. 2 of them infield hits. I believe Summerhill's got into left field. So
yeah, not far in the left, and it was kind of in the right place though.
This one hit over to Dorsey at second, fields it cleanly, and that'll end the inning. So the Spartans strand 2. They threaten a little bit here in the top of the third, but DMA takes care of business. To the bottom half we go. 1-0, Seahawks out in front. And back live into Delaware Live Sports, a top 5 match between DMA St. Mark's, and it is our official First Aid Orthopedics game of the week. First Aid Orthopedics has 29 physicians at 16 locations, which provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions and are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. Their doctors are readily available to all the local emergency departments, medical aid, and urgent care centers, and for consultation and treatment. Give them a call today, 302-322-3400, or visit firstaidortho.com. And don't forget to mention that Delaware Live Sports sent you. Some of the best in the business over there at First State Ortho.
I'm trying to stay away from orthopedics as I can. But when I need them, I'll find them.
So top of the order set for DMA here in the bottom of the third inning. It's going to be Diaz Martinez to lead things off, 1-1 to Martinez. So Diaz Martinez grounded out his first time up to third base. This one misses down and away.
Nick, some football news. Former Tatnall coach Avery McMullen named the head coach at McCain High School.
Hey, we knew he would rebound, bounce back on his feet for sure. Done some great things with that Tatnall program over the last couple of years. Took them to the semifinal of Class 1A. This one's ripped, and that's going to get through into center and a base hit for Diaz Martinez. In other football news, Lamar Jackson has agreed to terms with the Baltimore Ravens. So if you're a Ravens fan, you got to be a little happy about that. A lot of that was up in the air in recent weeks, but he'll be a Raven next year alongside OBJ. So no worry about that if you're a Ravens fan tonight heading into the draft.
Look out, I'm going to stand up here to protect our laptop because Tyler August is up.
August flew out his first time up, a deep shot to deep center in the warning track.
And Nick, the other news that broke yesterday, former Middletown quarterback Braden Davis, apparently leaving the University of South Carolina. He's in the portal, so he could always go back. I don't think that's going to happen.
I would
So
like to see him in the blue and yellow. You think he would ever?
I don't know. Who's that? Marshawn Lloyd. Remember that name? Yeah. So, but Braden Davis making the announcement played here in Middletown. And Nick, I think once Spencer Rattler went there, it was
a couple different things over there.
They recruited some. You have to recruit a number of quarterbacks there.
He had a good finish to the end of their season last year.
Good luck to Braden Davis wherever he lands.
Braden, if you're listening,
maybe right here in Newark.
You got a heck of a game, state championship game at the Tub at Delaware Stadium. You could do that every week if you want to come back home.
I mean, look at the career Nolan Henderson had there.
Come on back home, Braden. Here's the pitch to August. That one's in there, top of the zone. 0-2 quickly to Tyler.
So it's all sports kind of news day.
Going to be an interesting one tonight also with the NFL draft.
Is that tonight? I forgot.
It's tonight, 8 o'clock. Eagles will pick 10 and 30. Here's the 0-2 to August. Throwaway pitch for Marks, 1-2.
My nights have been spent watching the NHL and NBA playoffs. And the Sixers are in a little downtime right now.
Didn't get to catch the games last night, but I woke up to a lot of Jimmy Butler stuff.
Was last night the Celtics game with Trae Young?
Tonight, that'll be tonight. Two nights ago, and then they play again tonight. Pitch to August, low and inside, 2-2.
But I tell you what, I've been watching some great hockey playoffs.
How about the Panthers?
That's one I did not see. I've been seeing mostly the West Coast games because I'm usually working at night.
2-2 to Tyler August, and Marks will fire back, keep Diaz Martinez close to first base.
The Oilers and the Kings have had a great series, and then the Kraken.
Oh, McDavid, wow.
Yeah, the Kraken, and I believe they're playing the
Kraken got one. Was it last night? Were they able to get one?
I believe they won last night. I think I fell asleep before the end of the game.
That one's going to get past Satterfield into the cage, and a stolen base for Diaz Martinez on the pass ball.
Is that a full count now?
So 0-2 to Tyler's able to work his way back to a 3-2 count now, and Diaz Martinez is now sitting for him there at second base. So nobody out here, still in the bottom of the inning, number 3. Drew Simpson, who ripped a single his last time up, is on deck. And I have noticed, Mike, maybe as the time has gone on these last couple of years, we're seeing more and more throwovers. Seen a lot of them this year.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to eventually follow the Major League rule, which I'm not a huge fan of, but nobody likes the endless throwovers to first base.
That one, Tyler stays alive, fouls it off.
Fair. Just got over that fence.
Count will remain 3-2 here.
Todd Ghilardi was waiting, but just ran out of real estate.
So DMA with a 1-0 lead here in the third. Chance to add on to that here with nobody out. Full count to Tyler August. Here's the 3-2 from Marks. Hit high in the air. That will stay in play and stay in fair territory. Quinn going to track it down in shallow left field. And he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Good job by Quinn staying with it. Sometimes those balls get up there. And kind of this guy like this, Nick, no sunshine, but those clouds are the same color as the baseball. And good job by GQ.
So here's Drew Simpson. Mike Drew had ripped a single his last time up. Had the first hit of the ball game. Here he is. Now the runner on, 1 down. So the first pitch to Simpson is in there for strike 1. As we mentioned back in the first inning, Simpson committed to play baseball next year at Westchester University. Also a member of the state champion wrestling team. So UCLA and Jesse over there just coming to check out. They see a lot of their guys here on the baseball field. A lot of two-sport athletes. You love to see it as Simpson fouls that one off.
I believe the coach is a Spartan, correct?
That's right, LA. And Jesse Woollahan graduated from DMA, so they got a great coaching staff. Bill Valencia from St. Mark's was the assistant coach of the year this year. Memorable year for Delaware Military Academy.
Yeah, they beat Caravel in that final. It was something else down there at Smyrna.
So 0-2 here to Simpson. Diaz-Martinez at second base, and this one's going to be lifted into left field. Summerhill coming on. He'll make the catch.
Good job. No advance by Diaz-Martinez, and 2 outs there for Brad Marks.
It's going to bring up Tyler Leach. Leach batting in the cleanup spot. Struck out his first time up. One of the 2 strikeouts for Marks today. Going to fire back to second. In safely is Diaz-Martinez.
You don't want to be throwing that ball into center field and giving away bases. Not much room behind the plate here. You're not really going to see many advances on wild pitches.
Just one so far. And here's the first pitch of the at-bat to Leach, and he'll rip it over the head of Garrett Quinn and into left field. Diaz-Martinez waved around third. The throw from Summerhill to the plate, not in time. And it's going to be an RBI single for Tyler Leach, and DMA extends the lead 2-0.
Yeah, great jump there by Martinez. 2 outs, so he's running with contact. Great job out there by Summerhill and left. Just
had to play at the plate.
Martinez just beat him. Just beat it there.
And he's got some wheels, too. That would have been anybody else, he might have had a chance there. So a 2-out RBI single for Tyler Leach. Gives the Seahawks a 2-0 lead here at the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring up Peyton Brannock now. And we're going to have a mound visit from Smitty here in the bottom of the third inning. We'll stay video on. We'll take a quick audio break here. Gallagher Field, DMA 2, St. Mark's 0. Back live after the mound visit from Smitty here. So 2-0. Here's Peyton Brannock. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. So 1-0 to get the at-bat started. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
And Nick, we were just talking while we took that little break about how tough it is to come back against a guy like Tyler August. He just doesn't give up a lot of hits. And the big thing about him today,
fouled off,
ball's racked off the fence, is his command. He's throwing strikes.
And he's painting those corners, and he's hitting his locations here today.
You know, against Middletown, we mentioned he hit 6 batters.
And that's the difference.
He walked a few, and he ran out of pitches.
And that's where you get that score from. That's how Middletown was able to get on the board.
And they got a triple in the top of the 7th.
Game tying 2 RBI.
Yeah, it was a long hit.
And that's the thing, right? And if he's not, off his, or if he's off his spots and hitting some batters, you got a shot, right? But if he's on, it's going to be tough to score.
He's been very efficient with his pitches. He's nowhere near having to come out of this game.
No,
and their schedule is favorable where, you're like, well, we don't really need to have him available for Saturday, which he won't be because of the rest period. But it's just they're in a good position with Tyler
And
August.
you can consider that game against Middletown where he hit 6 batters almost an anomaly, right? That's not going to happen, maybe not again the rest of the year. And
I think 4 of them were in the first inning.
Yeah.
Those poor kids.
And again,
man,
he's been known, as we talked about, to pitch almost, it seems like, the Thursday guy here for DMA, as Nick Halliday was talking about when we came in. And here he is again on a Thursday, as that one's fouled off. So
I felt so bad.
According to the scoreboard, Mike, we got a full count, 3-2.
Felt bad for those Middletown kids, man. They were like getting hit. I was like, that even if they weren't direct hits, that can't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, we do Goldie Beacom games, and we've had some of those games where we've seen 5 or 6 guys hitting the ball game. It happens sometimes. Now we'll have a time here. So according to the scoreboard, we got a 3-2 count to Peyton Brannock here with 2 outs, a runner on the bottom of the third. It's already been a 1-run inning for the Seahawks. That's a good pitch. Got him looking.
I thought he had ball 4, but that is incorrect.
Strikeout number 3 for Brad Marks. That'll end the inning. But DMA puts one more across. They lead 2-0 as we head to the 4th here at Gallagher Field.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine.
Signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas.
Well, welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports to inning number 4. We're through 3 here between two of the top teams in the state.
Blame your producer.
Mike's on double duty today.
Yeah. So Tyler is on. The scoreboard's not updated yet either. Hang on a second. 0 inning, top 4.
It's going to be Buffon to start things for the Spartans here in the top of the 4th
Is that
inning.
a ball?
2-0
2-0. There we go. Now we're all
to
caught
James
up.
Buffon.
All caught up. As we start talking baseball between the innings here, you know. What happened? It wasn't me. Peyton's out here. He's still chatting with Nick. I got to tell Peyton I had nothing to do with that. Uh-oh.
Buffon hit this one hard down the left field line and into the trees.
They're just not getting around. His lefties are all hitting the ball out.
Yeah.
And he's throwing 93, 94
So
miles an hour.
He got that fastball from around 90 to 95. And he's into inning number 4. He's got 7 strikeouts. And here's the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to first. And nice play by Golden, able to make the toss, and August finishes it off.
Good job by August to get over there.
So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 4th. So here's Zach Frame. First pitch to Frame is in there. And he's finding, again, his spots today. Another good pitch to start the at-bat for Tyler August.
I've been really impressed. He's around the strike zone. I think he's purposefully, around the strike zone. Not everything's
and on cue, Zach Frame lines one into center. So a base hit for Frame, and that's called the broadcaster's jinx.
He's been around the strike zone. And what I mean by that, Nick, is he hasn't been throwing the ball. He wants to be around the strike zone. You don't want to be down the middle every time, obviously.
4th hit of the day for the Spartans.
And then Zach Frame went and got a hit to mess everything up for me, but that's all right. That was probably the best hit of the most solid hit for St. Mark's.
Since Jamison Summerhill, who we're seeing right now. So we'll see Summerhill come up.
Just a hair inside on that one. Where their other hits were like dribblers, and Summerhill hit one to left field that got over the shortstop. A great effort out there by is that Diaz Martinez.
So here's Summerhill now with a man on. He'll hit this one foul. So 1-1 to Summerhill.
Is that Caleb King? That's Caleb King. Yeah, Summerhill's left-handed.
Summerhill.
3 is Summerhill.
Oh, so Summerhill with his second base knock. So there you have it.
Oh, okay. We had
our
Frame
first
there.
blunder in terms of lineups.
3 and 8 looks
comes
similar.
to inning number 4.
Well, it says green numbers on the black uniforms.
That's right. Frame grounded out to Dorsey to end the inning last time around.
Just missed on that one. Scoreboard has 2-1.
Special thanks to Nick Halliday for clearing things up for us here.
Well, he's got a better vantage point.
I took the binoculars off the neck. So Summerhill with 2 base hits today. He's 2 for 2. Apologize to our audience for the misinformation. So Frame ended the last inning with a ground out to second. Summerhill led off this inning with a base hit.
I want Mrs. Summerhill.
And here's Caleb King.
Mrs. Summerhill to know it's Nick Alessandrini at. Actually, Nick, I just type in Nick and your name
Comes
pops
right up, right?
So I don't even know your email address.
So 1 out for King here. He's going to rip this one foul.
Look
They've
out.
been peppering that left field line.
Got a spectator missed on the play. But they seem to be making a little bit better contact in this inning so far. I believe that makes it 2-2, right?
2-2.
I might have to throw my jacket on. It's a little windy out here.
2-2 to the DH. Caleb King struck out his first time up. And he'll call time. Here's the 2-2. Trying to get him to chase that one down and away.
I thought the same thing. It's a great job by Caleb to hang on there and not go after it. Took a few innings. Looks like St. Mark's has, figured a couple things out. I mean, this is a very quality team for St. Mark's here.
Second time through the lineup. Second time they're seeing him today. Full count now to King. 3-2. Runners are off.
Uh-oh.
King fouls it back.
Oh, he's out. Oh, it's out of play. Okay. I'd say Jameson Summerhill better turn around and get back, but that play was over the backstop. Obviously, it's a little easier to tell in there than 355 feet away.
Count remains full to Caleb King. 1 out here in the top of the 4th, a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Seahawks. A runner on for the Spartans here. So we mentioned earlier the Phillies got a win in a 1 o'clock start time today.
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Can't beat that. And that's a good pitch.
Outside.
Excuse me. Again, misspoke. That one must have been outside.
It was a good pitch, and it was a good job to not chase.
And Caleb King aboard now. That'll put Summerhill to second. So now first and second for the Spartans with 1 out here in the 4th. Now a quick mound visit to chat with August here.
St. Mark's
tying run now on the base path for the Spartans.
The lower half of their lineup here. Not sure who the batter is. Do you know who's up next?
Yep, so coming up now, it will be Klepecki. Klepecki struck out his first time up.
He got some power. Big lefty.
Summerhill, he's got some wheels. He'll be now at second in scoring position for the Spartans.
I watched the game at Conrad with Klepecki's dad. We sat down at the left field line. I was inside that fence, and he was standing right on the other side, and we were talking baseball for a couple of hours in the glorious sunshine over at Ritchie Elementary.
First pitch to Klepecki is down and in for ball 1.
I think the secret here for St. Marston, I mentioned it, is to recognize these pitches and to lay off these strikes. They're not way out of the strike zone, but St. Marston was swinging at them, and it's natural. It happens. These pitches look really good, like that one, because this is the best pitcher in the state.
Yep, I think you can say that with definitiveness here. 1-1 the count to John Klepecki. Tyler gets the sign, and he'll step off quickly, and Klepecki will reset as well. Here's the 1-1. Swings through it. So 1-2 to Klepecki. Tyler August with 7 strikeouts already. Looking for strikeout number 8 here. 1-2 the count. And here's the 1-2. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8 for August, and out number 2 here in the 4th.
So it's going to be up to. You tell me who.
Todd Gilardi
Todd Gilardi.
with 2 outs here in the 4th, and
Can't
he
see a
struck
number.
out his first time up.
I can't tell from here. Oh,
I think we got maybe a fan
kind of
warning.
A warning from the umpire.
I think a warning to the student section of DMA there. So there is, now that you look over a packed, I think it's the JV baseball team that's sitting in the stands
They're
there
all
to the
wearing
left.
those old
Yeah.
gold shirts there.
So the umpire,
I think they were the ones warming up behind us here
Yep.
when we got here.
I think the umpire didn't like something they had to say. So the first pitch to Gilardi is outside for ball 1.
Nick, good support down here. I talked to the AD Jeremy John one time about, their field's closer to DMA, but they like it down here. They come down and play down here at Newark National.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little bit of a hike from campus.
Yeah, I'm surprised when I heard that, but I'm a fan of the field myself. Is a quick time called.
Banning Park is literally right next door
Yeah.
to the school, and they have a couple fields in there. They have a turf soccer or turf sports field at Banning Park now.
Really?
Yeah,
Times have
there's
changed.
A lot of soccer gets played there, and the grass just got really torn up.
Fouled off by Gilardi. Yeah, I think back in my St. Matthews days, we used to head over there to Banning Park quite a lot. For school, different
Played a lot
activities, field day.
A lot of softball in that park.
1-1 to Todd Gilardi. Fooled him with that one in there for strike 2. So 1-2 the count now. To Gilardi. Summerall at second. Caleb King at first. In a 2-run ball game.
Dorsey back into position here.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 10 for Tyler August. And DMA will carry a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back here on Delaware Live Sports.
Oh, you know what?
To the bottom of the 4th. Marks back out on the hill for St. Mark's in a 2-0 game between DMA and the Spartans. The first pitch was in there for strike 1.
Brad Marston, good job today, Nick. He's been, pardon the pun, nicked up for 2 runs, but he's not really giving up a lot of hits. One of the runs, in fact, was unearned. So real good job today by Brad Marks for St. Mark's.
Here's Jackson Dorsey, singled his first time up as he swings through strike 2.
That off-speed pitch just completely fooled Jack Dorsey.
1-2 the count to Jackson Dorsey. He's going to rip this one. That's going to get through.
Good piece of hitting there by Dorsey after getting fooled on the previous pitch. So an update. Breaking news. Archmere 4, Tatnall 0. Archmere, and that's in the top of the 4th. That was 24 minutes ago. Trying to bounce back after the loss to St. Elizabeth's at Bob Hanna Stadium. And we'll have one more update for you momentarily.
Here's Logan Wiley. Reached on an error his first time up.
According to our colleague Jason Winchell. Let me get that text up here in a second. It is Slasian and Caravel 0-0 through 3 innings.
It should be a good one today. Another good one. 2 big-time matchups on the slate in Delaware baseball. We have this one, of course, St. Mark's and DMA, and then Caravel and Sally's another great matchup.
Tuesday, of course, and Thursday, the big days, and there's a ton of games on the schedule.
That one in the dirt for ball 2. So I believe it's 2-1 to Logan Wiley. Fouls this one back. So the scoreboard says 1-2. We'll trust them. So Marks into inning number 4 for St. Mark's, as Mike said. Pitched a pretty good game. Had a big error on a force at second that led to a run.
And the other one, DMA, they got the hits.
3 strikeouts in the evening for Marks. And ahead in the count here, 1-2 to Logan Wiley. So Buffon in tough position, sitting right in front of the batter from our vantage point. See if we can slide over a bit. Now a quick pause in the action.
It's an activity in the DMA bullpen, but I also like Drew Simpson. They might just be getting some work.
Wiley puts this one on the ground to Quinn. This time he'll touch the bag and make the throw to first. And that one a clean double play this time around.
Good job by Quinn. Making sure this time.
– 6-3 double play. So that'll bring up Sean Bogan. Bogan had an RBI his first time up, grounded into a fielder's choice. And you mentioned Drew Simpson get him some work, known as the closer, I believe, or comes in and to close some things out for Tyler here. But we'll see if we see August for a few more innings.
Yeah, he's been...
Now one inside, 2-0 to Bogan.
He's been real good today.
Oh, and that one got away from Marks. That hits Bogan in the back.
He's down to first in a hurry.
Got to run off the pane there. So that'll bring up Nate Golden. Golden struck out his first time up, and then now Diaz Martinez awaiting on deck at the top of the order. So 2 outs, though, here in the bottom of the 4th.
Sean Bogan took off like a shot out of that batter's box.
But now a runner on for DMA. First pitch is in the inside corner for strike 1.
Of course, we're not counting pitches out here, so we have no idea where these guys are. Limit, of course, 105.
Firing to first. Pretty nice evening. Again, not the sun, but not a bad day for baseball.
No, you don't have to worry about staring into bright sunshine today.
That one in the dirt. Bogan on his way to second, and he's in. Stolen base for Sean Bogan. And into scoring position he goes for the Seahawks. Lamar Jackson, 5-year deal worth up to $260 million, $185 million guaranteed. So on an average per year basis, Jackson now the highest paid player in the NFL.
So Jalen Hurts lasted about
a week, but you know Jalen did a great job with the salary cap part of his deal. He's going to be counting more or less against the cap than Daniel Jones for the Giants these next couple years. That's the way Howie Roseman likes to operate. Backload those contracts and be able to do stuff like that. But now they won't be able to restructure maybe down the road the way it's structured now. But that's a lot of inside NFL talk we can get into another day. 2-1. This one lifted high in the air to right field. Frame is there. And he'll make the catch for out number 3.
I guess I should get a commercial ready, huh, Nick?
We're going to the 5th, 2-0. DMA out in front of St. Mark's.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that you're...
To the 5th here at Gallagher Field, the home of the DMA Seahawks, and DMA with a 2-0 lead as we begin inning number 5 over the visiting St. Mark's Spartans. St. Mark's coming in as the undefeated top-ranked team in the state at 11-0. DMA, our 4th-ranked team at 11-1.
Just what a great job today by Tyler August. We keep talking about it, and they've gotten a couple of hits when they've needed them, and some help from the defense on the one, and other than that, you know, this has been a really, really even game, about what we expected, you know, the 2 of the top teams in the state. I believe St. Mark's, I don't want to jinx anybody here, is the lone remaining undefeated after Sanford lost the other day.
And here's Sean Satterfield set to lead things off for the Spartans here in the 5th, 2-1 to get the at-bat started for Satterfield. He did single his last time up. Mosher in the top of the order on deck.
And Satterfield did crush one to left field and foul his last time up, and before he got on base.
Satterfield rips this one. That's going to get through into right. Over the head of Jackson Dorsey. And Satterfield 2 for 2 today with 2 base knocks and leadoff man aboard for the Spartans here in inning number 5.
Yeah, and Travis Milan will come back out and run for him. But great job by Satterfield to get on base. The leadoff hit this time, so important.
Each team now with 5 hits. 5 for the Spartans, 5 for DMA. So now it's top of the order, and Tyler Mosher for St. Mark's.
Good chance here for the Spartans with that part of the lineup coming up. Good job by Mezzatesta to keep that ball in front of him. No advance by the runner.
So 1-0 to Mosher. That one misses inside. 2-0.
Pitch. Thought we'd see some Little League teams up here maybe.
Not
getting
today,
ready.
right? Yeah.
I don't see any
Oh, we got one right over on the field to our left. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know who that is wearing the red.
Maybe it's the Phillies, little Phillies.
Could be the little Phillies.
2-1 the count to Mosher. That one misses. Mazetesta able to pick it up off the ground.
Big Phillies with the 1-0 win today.
That's right.
On an RBI double by Cody Clemens.
Nick Castellanos. I was thinking I was in the first or second inning,
Scored
too. It
Nick
was an early
Castellanos, second inning.
second inning. So 3-1 the count to Mosher now as August fires back to first. So Quinn, Buffon, Frame set due up next for the Spartans. Milan dives back in safely.
And the Big Phillies now at 500
Whew,
on the season.
about time.
Now they head to, where do they go next? I don't remember.
Shame on us. Here's the 3-1. Mosher fouls it back, so 3-2 now. Full count to Tyler Mosher.
They go to Houston, I believe, is next up.
That's right. They'll be live on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN against the Astros in that World Series rematch. Full count to the leadoff hitter for the Spartans, Tyler Mosher. August, 9 strikeouts today. Looking for double digits. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled down the third base side.
Nick, I don't know if you're surprised they're running there on 3-2. Maybe just looking for something, trying to get something started. Milan's got some speed, so why not send him and take your chances in case Mosher swings through a pitch.
I believe Milan was off and running last time he was on the base path in this similar situation. He's got some wheels. That's why they put him out there.
Mosher does not strike out much. The leadoff guy. That time August trying to surprise Milan over at first, but
August able to get one pick off today. Got Mosher back in the first. And it's 3-2 to Mosher here now in the fifth.
well, he cannot run, so, but no play at second base.
Did he get a piece of it?
Did they call that a foul ball? No, looks like he's out.
No. And no, down on strike, so strikeout number 10, and now Milan at second base.
There goes my pen.
So one out here in the fifth. And as we mentioned, 10 strikeouts now for Tyler. As that'll bring up Garrett Quinn. So here's Quinn with a runner in scoring position, gonna lift this one up into left center. Brannock is there to make the catch. And a throw to third. Must have been out of the glove.
Yeah, because that throw.
A heck of a throw by Peyton Brannock to third base, but good job by Milan to slide in safely. So with 2 outs, Milan moves to third.
That's all I can think is that he did not hang on to that ball at third base.
Has to be, right? Yeah.
That was a cannon arm down there from Peyton Brannock to third base.
So here's Buffon, 0 for 2 today. He struck out and grounded out.
We're getting some help here from Peyton.
Yeah, so in and out of the glove is exactly what we thought, and that's the case at the play at third. So Milan safely at third base as Mazetesta and August conversing here on the hill. As I mentioned, James Buffon, who a savvy hitter for the Spartans, due up next.
From an official scoring standpoint, if that ball was there ahead of the runner, is that technically an E5? I don't know.
Official ruling from Nick Halliday is no.
We'll call it a sac fly.
So here's Buffon now with a runner on third. DMA still leading St. Mark's 2-0, 2 outs. Here in the top of the fifth. First pitch to Buffon, it misses outside. Buffon looking for his first hit of this one.
Just looking for somebody from St. Mark's, if you're the Spartans, somebody to come through here.
And he'll swing through that one, and that'll even it up at 1-1. And again, not too many opportunities with runners in scoring position today for St. Mark's. TMA stranded a few runners here and there, but the Spartans.
They did get a key hit there to score their second run.
Yes, they did. Out in front of that one, got a piece of it. So 1-2 to Buffon now is August already with double-digit strikeouts today.
He's just been awesome. He's been so good.
And now a chance for strikeout 11. 1-2 the count to Buffon. Milan sitting at third with 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's the 1-2 from August. Poked up the middle.
That's going to be trouble.
Trouble. Diaz-Martinez, the throw is in time for out number 3. And no damage done for Tyler August and DMA here in the top of the 5th. They'll take a 2-0 lead to the bottom half when we come back on Delaware Live Sports. To the bottom of the 5th here at Gallagher Field. DMA 2, St. Mark's nothing. A battle of 2 of the top teams in the state. Brad Marks back out for St. Mark's here.
And Nick, with a nice play there by Diaz-Martinez with that cannon to end inning number 5, top of the 5th inning.
That's right.
To make this, keep it 2-0.
And speaking of which, here he is to lead off things for DMA in the 5th. It's the top of the order. It'll be Diaz-Martinez, Tyler August, and Drew Simpson here for the Seahawks. Now on low, 2-0 to Diaz-Martinez.
Yeah, and obviously we said before, we don't know where these guys are on pitch counts. Not a lot of walks by either pitcher today. So we imagine they both have some space or some flexibility.
This is a rip down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Nope.
Foul ball, excuse me.
Obviously,
that's a tough one for us.
We can't see the left field line from here, so no chance. But the umpire ran right out in front of the runner and threw up the stop sign like Paco Figueroa.
We're glad he did. Two and one.
Just missed.
3-1 now as you saw Satterfield trying to frame that one up a little bit. Looked like a good pitch. So now here's the 3-1. This one hit up in the air. Buffon couldn't track it down.
It's also a foul, safe. That's a hit.
So that'll drop in.
Umpire did this. I thought he was calling foul, but it was a safe.
So that looked like trouble off the bat. It turned out to be for the Spartans, and it's going to be a leadoff bloop single for Diaz-Martinez to lead things off here in the 5th, and that'll bring up August, who's 0 for 2.
Nick mentioned between innings Diaz-Martinez, sophomore, cracking the starting lineup for the Seahawks. Not easy.
No, absolutely not. This team is loaded with talent.
And he's batting second.
And now we have a mound visit coming for the Spartans here in the bottom of inning number 5.
I really haven't seen anybody warming up. I did see somebody in the win column, and they are scheduled to play Tower Hill on Saturday, weather permitting.
August has flown out twice. Diaz-Martinez going to take off on the first pitch. The throw, not there. And already a stolen base.
You mentioned the speed.
And there it is. So didn't wait long. And now he moves into scoring position, and 1-0 now to Tyler August, and now they'll intentionally walk in with the base open. So I'll put 2 runners on for DMA here.
Sounds like that DMA JV might be giving St. Mark's a hard time about that.
They already have 1 warning over there.
And August will take a seat on the bench. We'll get the number of the courtesy runner for you.
So Diaz Martinez now 2 for 3 after his hit. August.
Number 5 is your courtesy runner.
And that'll be Dylan Del Colo. So now here's Drew Simpson, 1 for 2 with a single. So 2 runners on now with nobody out.
Meat of the order for the Seahawks. They can really do some damage here in the 5th. St. Mark's outfielders playing deep.
First pitch to him is low. Simpson might see him in relief of August here, and maybe in the 6th inning. 6th or 7th, we'll see how it goes. Need him at the plate now for DMA, and that pitch got him and
he was
out ahead of it.
Way ahead of that one for Drew Simpson. Probably pitch he'd like back. If he had held up on the swing, I mean, that's obviously you're expecting fastball. Ball had hit me written all over it. But hey, give credit to Brad Marks for pulling the string on that one, fooling the batter.
Here he steps off. Now a little worried about Diaz Martinez. One and one to Drew Simpson. That's in there.
Yeah, I think that was a called strike, and I don't know if he may have offered at it as well.
So 1 and 2. St. Mark's able to turn a few double plays today. The 1-2 pitch. The off speed is drilled over the head of Garrett Quinn. That's going to get down to center. Diaz Martinez will round third and go back. A nice play by Mosher to get that in quickly. And they'll hold Diaz Martinez, and now the bases will be loaded for Tyler Leach. Simpson now 2 for 3. As him and Diaz Martinez both 2 for 3 near the top of that order for DMA, and now we'll have a stoppage. Bases are loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 DMA leading. We'll be right back.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris. I would
It'll be Ryan Smith in relief of Brad Marks here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A tough spot for Smith coming in. The lefty will have the bases loaded with nobody out. So a jam for Ryan Smith, and we'll see what the Spartans can do, or maybe what the Seahawks can do here with the bases loaded. So here's Tyler Leach. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI today. And the first pitch to him is inside. So a chance for DMA to tap on some insurance here in inning number 5.
Yeah, the infield's obviously got to play in here, and that opens up so many possibilities for the batters.
Leach, as I mentioned, already an RBI single in this one. 2-0. So Marks gets through 4 innings, gives up 6 hits, 2 runs.
Seems like he pitched more than that. He pitched pretty well.
I guess a few more hits there, maybe 7 after that one is Smith finds the inside corner, 2-1.
I thought Brad Marks did a good job. You know, they kind of nickel and dimed him a little bit, and obviously got the bases loaded here. And Coach Matt Smith had to make a move.
The 2-1 to Leach. Hits the high pitch out into left field. Summerhill is there. Diaz Martinez will not tag from third. A nice throw in from Summerhill and 1 away.
That was a good job, like you mentioned, to get the out and to prevent any advance by Jamison Summerhill. Especially with the speed down there at third base.
And here's Peyton Brannock now with the bases loaded, 1 down. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out twice.
He's also been providing us with game information out here.
That one got behind Satterfield. He'll try to track it down quickly. But you talked about at the backstop, not a lot of wiggle room there.
No, but that ball really kicked and moved on him. And you know, if Cruz Martinez had gone right away, I'm sorry, Diaz Martinez, he may have had a chance. But there is no room behind this
And
backstop.
Diaz Martinez was held up on the single. He was held up on the tag. He's been held up a few times.
It'd still be so.
And here's another pitch to Brannock, fouled off, 1-1. We'll be getting that one back.
You think so?
Looks like the little Phillies finishing up practice. They're going to come catch some high school baseball.
Might be seeing them in a couple of years. We'll be calling their games on 302. Would not be the first time.
So 1-1 here to Peyton Brannock. Bases loaded for him. That one looked like it hit the inside corner, a bit too inside. To the dismay of the Spartan faithful, 2-1.
That timeout. Peyton stepping out, just catching his breath. What's the count?
2-1.
2-1, okay.
And here's the 2-1 pitch. Whew. Fouled hard and out of play down the left field line into the woods.
And that spectator not chasing.
Wouldn't get that one either. 2-2 the count, though.
You know what kind of wildlife is living back there?
So 1 out. We'll see if Smith can get back-to-back outs with the bases loaded. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Reaches, pokes it foul.
Just got a piece on that one. A good job there by Brannick to keep himself alive, as Freddie Mercury might say. It's keep yourself alive, but I had to go with keep himself alive. So you Queen fans out there, you're talking to the choir here. I know the words.
2-2. Got him swinging. A big strikeout for Ryan Smith for out number 2.
Pitch upstairs, Nick. Looks like a big fat beach ball, but a little too much juice on that one from Ryan Smith. Good job. 2 outs. If you're DMA, you can really say, well, we can really just put this away with a couple of runs here.
2 back-to-back big outs for the Spartans here as Ryan Smith has come in relief of Marks. He's 2 for 2. So now that'll bring up Jackson Dorsey, who's 2 for 2 himself, but at the plate, 2 singles for Jackson here today.
Yeah, he's been one of their offensive keys today.
So bases remain loaded. That first pitch misses, so 1-0.
Leach with the RBI that made it 2-0.
The 1-0 pitch to Dorsey is fouled.
That was back
Off and out of play.
in the third inning. Diaz Martinez, a single, ended up at third base, scored on a 2-out single to left field by Tyler Leach.
I'll be reading your story tomorrow morning.
Me too. I might be writing it tomorrow morning. That'll get done tonight, I hope.
Here's the 1-1 to Dorsey.
Good pitch. A little off-speed
Fold him
action.
there. And now Ryan Smith ahead 1-2. Looking to get 3 outs with the bases loaded. There was nobody down with the bases loaded when Ryan Smith took over.
And this could really give St. Mark some energy.
The 1-2, trying to get him to chase that one eye level. And a good eye by Dorsey.
Getting those outs allows you to move that infield back, take some of that infield away from the batter. Leach, he's a guy that'll hit line drives. And the infield, if they can move back 5-6 feet, that makes a difference.
Got him swinging, a huge strikeout for Ryan Smith, and he goes 1-2-3 after he enters the ballgame with the bases loaded, and the Spartans get out of it with no damage done. The score remains 2-0. We're going to inning number 6 here at Gallagher.
To life. Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
And we are back live here on Delaware Live Sports. Nick Allison journey alongside Mike Lang and Nick Halliday for some Thursday evening high school baseball. And it's a good one between DMA and St. Mark's, two teams ranked in the top to start.
Looks like Jameson Summerall.
So Frame strikes out for the second time today, and that'll bring up Summerhill, who was 2 for 2, 2 singles for Jameson today. They'll take that pitch for a strike.
Obviously, you need two. It's only 2-0. You know,
it's right there. Yeah, it's a close ball game here.
Hasn't had a whole lot of base runners on, but they're only
2.
down 2. I mean, you think about it, DMA in that last inning loaded them. Other than that, they haven't had a ton of base runners. You know, they scored a run in the first and a run in the third. I'm sorry, second and third they scored runs. And other than that, not a ton of runners till that last inning.
1-2. The count to Jameson Summerhill, the left fielder.
A great job today by Augusto. You mentioned the job that he's done. And
how about Drew Simpson? And a back-to-back strikeouts for Simpson
not
to start
his beat with Drew Simpson in there.
His tenure on the mound. And we talked about it. Tyler goes 5 innings, gives up 5 hits, no runs, and strikes out 10. And Simpson already with back-to-back strikeouts, and that'll bring up Caleb King. Takes the first one in the dirt. King 0 for 1 with a walk. Struck out his first time up. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and away, 2-0.
Yeah, Drew Simpson looking to make quick work of the Spartans here in inning number 6. But what a great start they are off to here in the 6th inning.
Will be Wiley, Bogan, Golden for DMA in the bottom of the 6th, as that one is in there for strike 1, 2-1.
I want to thank the folks out here at Newark National Little League for hooking us up, and the people at DMA.
2-2.
We couldn't do without all our
Aaron
partners
Lewis,
here
the
at
head
high
coach here
schools,
at
you know.
DMA, great job. Had us some code spots over on the first baseline. We changed over here, but
Sorry,
he was ready
Elu.
for us.
Yeah, sorry, Elu.
Got him stringing a 3-strikeout inning, 3 up, 3 down for Drew Simpson in relief of Tyler August. They have 13 strikeouts as a team. We're going to the bottom of the 6th here at Gallagher. DMA 2, St. Mark 0. Back live here at Newark National Little League, the home field here at Gallagher for the DMA Seahawks. They lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Drew Simpson in relief of Tyler August. It was a 3 straight batters down for Ryan Smith when he entered in relief of Bad Marks, and he's back out on the hill here for St. Mark's in the 6th.
Nick, while we have a second here, that is Ryan Smith, I'm sorry. We'll wait till after this pitch.
Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air, that's going to be down over the head of Klepecki at first and into right field.
Good job there by, who was that batting?
Logan Wiley.
Wiley did a good job kind of just forcing that into right field. Nick, we want to send out our best wishes to DMA parent Phil Hill, my Salesian brother. Phil's fighting a battle right now, and we're thinking about him, and Phil's awesome, and his
great
kids are
guy,
great.
such a great guy,
He's
and
a
I had a
great
chance
guy.
to interview him a few times. Does great
That's
coaching
gonna
at
be a bunt
DMA,
base
and
hit.
that's going to be a nice one as Bogan able to get on. And that'll be 2 runners on with nobody out. The same thing we saw last inning for DMA. And that'll bring up Nate Golden.
But we all know Phil from watching his daughter Maya's volleyball and basketball games, and his son Tyler's in the minor leagues, and Phil's awesome basketball player at Salesiana when I was there.
Great guy overall.
Awesome guy,
we do anything for anyone. And
just wanted the Hill family to know that we're thinking about Phil, and we wanted to make sure that we let you guys know that. Everybody in Delaware's fighting for Phil.
There you have it, a fundraiser May 11th at Milltown Tavern to help raise funds for Phil Hill and everything that he's going to need. And that, again, if you can get out there and able to, May 11th, Milltown Tavern. Go out there and check it out
You know what
and
they're saying,
support the Hills.
Fight like Hill.
There you go. That's a good one there.
You like that?
I like that.
I don't think I invented that.
No. That one misses outside for Smith. So 1-1. The count now is Wiley hits, Bogan bunts on, and now here's Nate Golden, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. But 2 runners again aboard for the Seahawks.
Yeah,
Nobody out
you
here in the 6th.
Kind of the same spot they were in last inning, and this time, if you're ALU, you're thinking, man, we got to take advantage of this this time.
Now you're in the 6th. You know, insurance needed. Spartans coming up down 2 runs, and Spartans undefeated at 11-0, but that's in danger here today.
Yeah.
So 1-2 the count.
I mean,
to Nate Golden.
This is a quality opponent they're playing today, and nothing that St. Mark's hasn't done. This is really what DMA has done today, and that's why they're on top 2-0.
1-2 the count as Aaron Lewis going to have a word with Nate Golden here quickly before the next pitch. And got him swinging, a big strikeout for Smith.
That bunt by Bogan, should just mention. You know, you got Smith, the lefty, falling off a little bit toward third base.
And that was actually a pinch hitter for DMA. That was Hunter D. Carlantonio, who strikes out there for out number 1.
Pushed that ball past the mound, and they had no chance to get Sean Bogan on that.
Top of the order, though, and here's Diaz Martinez. Been good today as the first pitch to him was in the dirt. He's 2 for 3, 2 hits.
And a run scored.
And he's hit his last 2 times. He grounded out his first time up. He's hit singles his last 2 at-bats, and now here he is with Wiley in scoring position. Bogan at first, 1 down.
Some decent speed on the bases, especially with Sean Bogan.
1-0 the count to Diaz Martinez. 1-1.
But the Spartans, when they've been in trouble the last couple of innings, they buckled down.
Yeah, Mio Smith was great with his back against the wall there in the 5th. Came in
Maybe
with
he
the
figured I'll
bases
get
loaded.
these couple guys on, and I'll be good then.
Came in with the bases loaded, nobody out. Retired 3 straight batters. Now here he is with 2 men on and 1 out. That one is inside low. 2-1 now the count.
Good job by Satterfield again to stop the ball in the dirt.
So Smith trying to buckle down here for the Spartans, trying to keep this thing a 2-run game into the 7th. Not going to be easy, though, with the top of the order up and 2 runners on.
That looks like Tyler August's on deck.
Diaz Martinez sends this one to Buffon at second. The flip to Quinn is good for the force there. The scoop from Klepecki is good, but not in time. So 2 outs now with runners on the corners. For Tyler August, we'll see if they put him on here or if they pitch to him.
So is that Cruz Martinez on now? I'm sorry, it's the second time. Diaz Martinez now on. Is he on 4 times now? 2 hits, a fielder's choice, and what did he do his first time?
Grounded out.
Oh, he grounded out. Oh, sorry about that.
So he grounds into a fielder's choice there. He's now 2 for 4.
On base 3 times.
On base 3 times. And
a run scored.
Run scored. And now a quick talking to is now again just 1 out away from getting out of another jam for Ryan Smith and the Spartans.
But there's a big bat up there.
And that's the thing. We'll see what they decide to do. Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
I mean, I don't think you walk him.
If you walk August, then you got to deal with Drew Simpson, who's been great today as well.
With the bases loaded. I think they're going to go after him lefty. On lefty, right? August
we'll
is
find out.
Batter, and we'll see. Yeah, this is the intrigue of baseball.
So a big spot here for Ryan Smith, who got out of a big spot in the 5th. The runners on the corners, 2 outs in a 2-0 ball game as every run counts now as we're into the bottom of the 6th.
And if you're DMA, Diaz Martinez, if he runs, then you're basically inviting them to put August on base.
Oh, they'll pitch to him. Here we go. Tyler, 0 for 2, was intentionally walked his last time up. He's flown out twice.
Well, and they're thinking about the runner at first, obviously, throwing the ball over there.
I wasn't always focused on the hitter guy with 2 outs.
Yeah, I
at least with 2 runners on and the guy out first. That one outside. Good job by Satterfield to get over there and stop it.
He's been all over the place in this
Maybe
inning
they'll pitch
blocking.
around it.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
2-0 the count to August, or excuse me, I believe it's 2-0. Unless it's 1-0. 1-0 on the scoreboard.
I thought that was the second
I
pitch.
thought it was the second pitch. So 2-0 to August.
And he looked like he was going to first there. In
And
fact,
he
that
does, yep.
looked pretty close to a balk.
We've seen one called today. Two 2-0 to Tyler August. Runners on the corners. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. He's going to rip this one down the right field line. And that's going to be a fair ball. August will round first. A run will score. Bogan rounds third. A 2 RBI double and a big spot for Tyler August. And the lead is extended 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th.
I mean, you can always second guess. Maybe you should have put him on. I agree with pitching to him. Lefty on lefty, and he just got around on it. And this time they break through with the runs.
So a 2 out, 2 RBI double for August after stranding the bases loaded in the 5th. So much needed insurance for the Seahawks here. As now they're just 3 outs away defensively of putting this one on ice, but pinch runner for August will be Roman Hernandez, the senior.
So he's done a job now pitching and hitting for DMA. And I believe this is Drew Simpson, right? So
Simpson,
the
2
other
for
pitcher
3.
can do some more damage.
2 for 3, 2 base hits for Simpson. First pitch from Smith is inside. So with 2 outs, a chance to add another with Hernandez taking over for August at second. But 1-0 to Simpson. Simpson hits this one on the ground to Gallardi at third. And he'll make the throw for the out. But DMA gets 2 with a 2 out, 2 RBI double for Tyler August. And they'll have a 4-0 lead, 3 outs away from getting the win and giving St. Mark's their first loss of the season. We'll be right back on Delaware Live Sports.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Top of the 7th here at Gallagher Field. The Seahawks looking to hand the Spartans their first loss of the season. DMA 11-1, St. Mark's 11-0 coming into this one. DMA 4-0 as they're 3 outs away from getting the win. Drew Simpson back out on the mound.
That looks like John.
He struck out the side when he took over for Tyler back in the 6th.
Literally unhittable. He just came in, boom, 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 and Seahawks didn't miss a beat bringing him in relief of Tyler August. This looks like John Klepacki.
Klepacki will swing through for strike 2. So DMA with 13 strikeouts on the game. Tyler had 10 of them. Simpson faced 3 batters. He's got 3. And Klepacki makes contact, hits it over to first. An easy play for Nathan Golden. 1 out here in the 7th.
End of the game, Nick and I are going to name the High Five Hospitality Player of the Game.
On our First Aid Orthopedics Game of the Week.
That's right.
Gotta
hey,
like that.
You've been watching their commercials between innings. Make sure you patronize their advertisers and tell them you saw their ads.
Yes, please do.
On Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
That one just missing for Simpson. So that'll bring up Gilardi. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. But 2-0 to get his at-batted start here.
And thank everybody for joining us, obviously, this afternoon. And we know a softball game scheduled Saturday at Cape Henlopen, Open, but that's all weather permitting. Swing and a miss.
2-2, or 2-1, excuse me, after the swing and a miss there from Gilardi. So Simpson has faced 4 batters. He's got 3 strikeouts. That one inside, so 3-1. Gilardi ahead in the count here. Satterfield's on deck. He's got 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. And here is the 3-1. Good spot by Simpson. Full count.
DMA currently ranked number 4. Looking to make some noise in those rankings.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 4 for Simpson. Strikeout 14 for the Seahawks.
Yeah, an unbelievable job by the 2 pitchers this afternoon.
Well, that'll bring up the last line of defense for St. Mark's with 2 outs here in the 7th. It's going to be the catcher, the junior Sean Satterfield. He's 2 for 2. First pitch to him is in the dirt. 1-0. You mentioned it. A special thanks to everyone tuning into the broadcast here on Thursday evening. And a good schedule for the weekend as that pitch is in there for a strike. That'll even it up at 1-1. Some softball coming at everyone this weekend. We'll have some Goldie and Wilmington softball for everyone on Saturday. Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
Here's the 1-1. Just outside. Again, it's your First Aid Orthopedics Game of the Week between DMA and St. Mark's. The 2-1 pitch is fouled back, and now just 1 strike away from putting this thing on ice for the Seahawks and earning their 12th win of the year. Substitution out. So 2-2. The count to Satterfield, trying to get him to chase that one upstairs.
Quick score update. Caravel 4, Salesianum 1. Jason says Sally's has 2 pitchers shut down with injuries right now. And they have St. Mark's and Sussex Tech next week.
Tough spot. Here's the 3-2.
Oh,
and got a piece of him. So Satterfield will be on all 3 at-bats today as he gets hit by the pitch. And now that'll bring up the top of the order and Tyler Mosher.
Not the time you want to be fighting the injury bug.
Now, as I mentioned, a month away almost from the date of the state championship at Frawley, which means the playoffs will be here a little bit sooner than that. So pinch runner for Satterfield. And that'll bring up the top of the order. It looks like Milan back out there at first, and now it's going to be Tyler Mosher. Mosher 0 for 2 with a walk in his 3 plate appearances.
See if they have a little 2-out magic here, but the odds
that's what it would be called. It would be called some magic. We'll see. You never know.
Odds would be stacked against them, that's for sure.
You never know. So that's the first batter that's been aboard against Simpson. And here's Mosher. He'll swing through that first pitch for strike 1, and Milan able to take second with no hesitation.
Call that defensive indifference.
So 0-1 to Mosher. Buffon, Quinn and Buffon awaiting on deck for the Spartans. And in the hole. Here's the pitch. Misses low, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Tyler Mosher. Left it low.
It's a good eye to lay off. That's as good as August has been. Simpson's been right with him.
And that's the thing when you talk about this DMA team. They've got some great arms all around. They got guys that would be starting, top of the rotation in other high schools that are on the back end of the rotation here for DMA. Swings through, strike 2, and that'll even it up. 2-2 now the count to Mosher. DMA 4, St. Mark's nothing, just 1 out, 1 strike away from that 12th win. Here's the 2-2 offering from Simpson. Swings through it for strike 3, and the Seahawks give the Spartans their first loss this spring. A 4-0 win for the Seahawks, and they grab their 12th win of the season. They improved to 12-1. They'll hop up those rankings. They were sitting at 4. St. Mark's will fall from that top spot. But what a game here at Gallagher between DMA and St. Mark's. Tyler August goes 5 innings of shutout baseball, gives out 5 hits, strikes out 10. Drew Simpson comes on in relief, is almost just as good, and no runs surrendered.
Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. High five player of the game. We'll wrap things up.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as
And we're back, wrapping things up here from Gallagher Field in Newark. Nick Alessandrini, Mike Lang, Nick Halliday. DMA, a 4-0 win over St. Mark's. St. Mark's falls to 11-1. DMA improves to 12-1 on the season, Mike. And who's going to be our high five hospitality player of the game? I think we're unanimous.
I think so. We're going to go with number 3, the senior Tyler August. Nick on the mound, and then at the plate with a couple of insurance runs late. Just kind of an all-around type of game for Tyler August. Kind of we've gotten used to seeing from the young man.
He went 5 innings, 10 strikeouts for August, no runs, and then, of course, the big 2-out, 2 RBI double to give DMA that 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. So Tyler August, our high five hospitality player of the game. Mike, closing words here. DMA, the Seahawks get their 12th win. They hand their Spartans the first loss of the year. Closing comments.
Now the sun comes out. It just warmed up 10 degrees here. I thought it was about what we expected. I thought we'd see, not a lot of offense because of the pitching staffs here. I thought we'd see some strikeouts. I didn't think we'd see the number of strikeouts we saw from DMA. It's not the usual St. Mark's offense that we're used to, but they ran into a buzzsaw today in August, and Simpson, those two guys were just great. It's one loss. If you're St. Mark's, you just got to say, hey, it's only one loss in the column. We got another game to worry about on Tuesday. We are at Salesianum on Tuesday, so let's concentrate. We don't want to just take anybody lightly or just forget about this. Put the game out, go back, get this game, figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, and move on to the next game.
And I can guarantee there are 2 teams we're going to hear a lot more from come the postseason. 2 teams to watch out for sure. They'll be in the top 5, I'm positive, for the next month leading into the playoffs. So St. Mark's goes down to DMA at the home of the Seahawks, 4-0 at Gallagher. For Nick Alessandrini, Mike Lang, and Nick Halliday, we will see you next time from Delaware Live Sports.